Hey guys, so for this lesson that we're going to be doing, you are going to need these fraction circles. So this was included in your packet. It's 2 pages. I want you to go ahead and take out the pages. You are going to cut these circles out. They don't have to be perfect. You just need to cut the circles out as best as you can. So if you see, I'm going to cut these circles out on the solid black line and go ahead and cut the pieces. So this is a hole, but it's cut in half. So I'm going to cut down the middle. Okay? I'm going to put these over to the side. And then I have this one I'm going to cut. And you notice this is a hole, but it's cut into 3 parts. So I'm going to cut on those solid lines and cut those 3 parts. Okay? So you need to do that for all of these because we're going to need them for our lesson. So you need to go ahead and stop the video right now and do that. Okay, so now that you have cut out your pieces, we are going to be talking about partitioning among recipients. So partitioning, guys, what that means, partitioning means where we're going to be dividing among people. So like breaking apart. So dividing apart. Okay, so we're going to read. So it says, build a model of each order and draw the model below. Write a statement that describes the fraction of the total amount each student received. So here's our order. So let's look at the first one. It says there are 8 circus animal cookies and 2 students want circus animal cookies. So you're going to get the fraction that is 8. Okay. Here's we're going to pretend these are our animal cookies. Okay. So get all your 8s. Because there's 8 animal cookies. So that means there's 8. Okay. So here's my 8s. And we're going to divide this into 2 because we have 8 animal cookies and 2 students. Okay, so that means that I'm going to give 1 cookie to each student until I have no more. So here's 1 student, 2. I'm just going to move them into 2 groups. Okay. So this student gets this many, and this student gets this many. So let's count to see how many each student's going to get. 1/8. I'm going to say 8s because they're 8. 1/8, 2 8s, 3 8s, 4 8s. So this student gets 4 8s. This student over here gets 1/8, 2 8s, 3 8s, 4 8s. So we know that each student is going to get 4 8s. 4 8s animal cookies. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is draw my model. So I'm going to draw my circle, and I'm going to divide it into 8s. And if you want, if you have some matte pencils or crayons, you can say student number 1 is going to get 4 cookies. And student number 2 is going to get 4 cookies. So now I'm going to write a statement. Fractional parts each person receives. Each person will get 4 8s. So each person will get 4 8s. Okay. So that's why we have our fraction circles to help us. So it's kind of like you're dividing. We divided 8 into 2, and then we're writing that into a fraction. Okay. Let's look at our next one. There are 6 pieces of pizza and 2 students want pizza. So I need my fraction circle that has 6 pieces. So get that out. And here's my fraction piece that has, or here's my pizza. I have 6 pieces, so go ahead and get that out and put it up here. Okay. 2 students want pizza. So I'm going to have to partition this into 2 for 2 people. Okay, so it's kind of like if you were at home and you're eating a pizza with your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad, and you each were, there's 6 slices in the box and each of you are going to get a piece. Okay, so this student gets a piece, 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 this student gets a piece. So all I did was took this and I made it into 2 groups. So if you notice, let's count how many pieces each student's going to get. 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6. 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6. So each person gets 3/6 of the pizza. Okay, and I can draw that. Here's my fraction. I'm going to divide it. So it's kind of, you're going to divide it in half, and then you're going to kind of make like an X. Okay. And I'm just showing which parts that each person's going to get. Okay. Let's try another one. There are 4 bags of chips. 2 students want chips. So 4 bags. So you need your fraction circle that has 4 pieces. So these are going to be our 4 bags. 1 bag, 2 bags, 3 bags, 4 bags. Okay. And I'm going to be dividing them into 2 students. Okay. So this student gets a bag of chips. 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 So let's see how many bag of chips each student is going to get. 1/4, 2/4, 1/4, 2/4. So each person will get 2/4. Okay, and if I wanted to draw my picture, I'm going to draw my fraction circle, divide it into 4ths, and here's person number 1's pieces. Here's person number 2. Okay. Let's look at this next one. So this next one's a little, makes you want to, it's going to make you think a little bit. There is a red delicious apple, and 3 students want some of the apple. Okay, so a delicious red apple. So they're going to take this delicious red apple, and 3 students want to share it. So think about an apple. An apple, here's like an apple. Okay, so it already comes in a hole. Okay, this is a hole. If 3 people are going to eat it, how do I need to divide this? Into 3. So that means that you need your fraction circle of 3. So think about it. Here's my whole apple, and I'm going to take that apple and I'm going to cut it into thirds. So then this person gets a piece, this person gets a piece, and this person gets a piece. So each person is going to get a third of our apple. Each person will get a third. Okay, because here's my apple, and I divide it into 3 pieces, and this person, one person gets that piece, one person gets this piece, and another person gets this piece. Okay. So all you're doing, guys, is you're taking your fraction pieces and you're going to look at what they're asking you to give. It's going to tell you, you have this many, you have 8 ice cream pots, 2 chocolate chip cookies, 6 apples, 1 large candy bar. Okay? And you're going to have to, let's do this one. So turn your page to where it says number 8. Let's look at this large candy bar. And I'm not going to use my fraction pieces. Okay, so I'm going to draw a picture. I'm going to draw this candy bar. Here's my 1 candy bar. And if I'm going to share it between 4 people, what do I have? How many pieces am I going to cut this into? I'm going to cut this into 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 4th, this is a 4th, this is a 4th, this is a 4th. Okay, now I'm going to give each person a cookie. I mean a piece. So here's person number 1. Here's person number 2. Here's person number 3. And here's person number 4. Okay, so I use a different color for each person. So each person is going to get what? 1/4 of the candy bar. So each person gets 1/4. Okay, so I want you to try on your own now. So you can use your fraction circles, use them. So like this one says 8, so I'm going to get my 8s out. And then I'm going to divide it up into the number of students who are going to eat it. Okay, so draw your picture and then tell me in words. Each person will get blank. Okay, so you have 1, you have 5, 6, and 7 to do. Don't worry about these at the bottom. Okay, all right, guys.